Welcome to another day of Ether Raids. We are taking on another match here. Or I'm reviewing another match here. I've already played it. I'm just going to talk over these because, I don't know, just not in the mood lately. I don't know what's up. Just in a vibe. Got a lot going on.
Give the order.
Not really a lot. I'm just probably lazy. Is it lazy? I don't know. I'm just not in the mood. I think that's probably what it is. But in any case, the thing that I wanted to get fixed has been fixed. It looks like it was indeed an oversight on the part of IS,
Close your eyes.
and it looks like they have been able to rectify it, thankfully. So we won't have to boycott the game. Whatever. I don't know how up in arms everyone was about it, but for me, I thought it was a missed opportunity, something that was particularly bad, and it seems to have been resolved.
I'll
So
take 'em.
GG's, very good that they were able to fix that. And I'm referring to the issue with Alphonse not being usable as a legendary option in Ether Raids, but it has been rectified, or it's going to be rectified with the next version update that they're going to do a couple days from now. I don't know, I think maybe something like that. Actually, no, it should be, it's December 13th. So I don't know when they're going to do the next patch update, but they have
You're
a fix
wide
for it,
open.
is what they've said. So I'm going to leave them to it. Looking forward for that to come out. And, when that does come out, we can rock out Alphonse on defense, and that should be fun. So looking forward to that. That aside, we got the match here, pretty straightforward. They're all boxed in, so we're just going to try to hit and run as best as we can. And that should be... Yeah, that should be that. Yep, that's pretty much the strategy. We're just going to hit and run as best as we can and get this one taken care of. Should have, it's Saturday, so we should have a banner tonight, I think. But aside from that, there really isn't too much else going on. Yeah, it's just a waiting game, and hopefully they put it out. Hopefully it's something good. It looks like, I don't know. I didn't really take too close of a look at the units. But I don't know, maybe I'll put more commentary on this once the banner or the trailer is released and I have something to actually talk about, because I'm just rambling at the moment. Ponzaloki's out, I guess. That's one thing. That's pretty much it.
That's right. It matters not.
Anime. I started Golden Kamui. It's old, but it's good so far. I've been enjoying the first couple episodes. I just 2 or 3, and it's been pretty decent. Again, not really able to fully focus on it because just a lot going on. But I don't know. Overall, it's looking like it's going to be entertaining. There's 4 seasons out currently, so I'm probably going to just binge it because there's nothing else really going on. To Be Hero X. Did I mention that I watched that? Man, that was fantastic. To Be Hero X. It was really good. It started off as one thing, and then it ended up being something completely different that I did not anticipate at all. It was like your generic superhero guy goes and saves the world type of thing, and then it flipped the script in the last couple episodes. It really just flipped on its head, and I was like, man, I did not anticipate this being a thing. It was really good. The art style was actually fantastic, really beautiful, well drawn, or animated at the very least. The animation, oh my god, the animation was so good. And the content, the story, the themes, everything about it was just so well executed. I'm very surprised that this is the first Japanese animation that Chinese animation that I've watched in this capacity. It really, really good. Really good.
And your strategy.
But yeah, that's the main thing that I've watched so far. Nothing else really stood out this season, so I didn't really spend a lot of time watching anything else that was really too crazy. I mean, it's catching up on older animes, really. I'm looking forward to the last season of The Boys. It's supposed to be out soon on Amazon, I believe it is. So that's something to look forward to. I didn't watch the season before this because I kind of just wanted to skip it and wait until they released the next one, because I knew the next one would be the last one. The content of the story was kind of running out, so they kind of needed to pump it to the end pretty soon. So yeah, that's what we're getting. It should be sometime next year, March or somewhere around there, early. So that's going to be great.
Oh.
And then I guess I'm probably gonna watch K-pop Demon Hunters, because everyone just keeps talking about it. I feel like I'm the only one that hasn't watched it yet, just because I'm not really into. I really dislike musicals. The only musical that I actually watched and I was like, man, that was fire. High School Musical and Frozen. Those are like really, really good. And I was a different person back then. But I can't stomach musicals at this point. It's just not in me. I just can't do it. So I don't know. I'm probably going to still watch it though, just to see what all the fuss is about, and then let's see if it's good. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Not much else going on, man. Defense has actually taken a turn. It's doing a lot better, especially since no one is really running into me with Ikes anymore, so I don't have to deal with that. The less Ikes, the better, it looks like. And I mean, hopefully that continues for the rest of the week. We'll see how that goes. Just a couple of days left, nothing too crazy. And yeah, I don't know. I can't seem to think of anything else that I'm missing. That's pretty much it at the moment. Yeah, just waiting on the banner to see where we're at.
This way?
And man, I also gotta say, it's been a couple of weeks so far. A week? I don't know. A couple of matches so far using this old pervy mythic guy. And I gotta say, he's kind of problematic with all of the bonuses that he's copying. And he's not just copying the bonuses, but sometimes yes, it's the bonuses, but sometimes the way that they work, they end up being penalties. Because I say that not necessarily, I'm being figurative. Like, he'll copy something like a signed decoy, and that will just mess up your whole team. Because it'll end up making someone a save in a situation where you didn't really want them to save. So he's actually kind of challenging to use. He's not very he's not as plug and play as you would think. You'd think that you'd have like 25 bonuses. Like, the list is very long. I don't even really look at it half the time.
A difficult choice.
And yeah, you just go into the match and you'll win easy peasy. But the way that he works sometimes, it kind of sometimes he hurts you more than he helps.
This way?
And I don't know what that means for him in terms of his longevity. It definitely means that in terms of team compositions, you kind of want to put him to the side sometimes and not have him interact with the team, because it may be a bad thing, you know? But we'll see how that goes. I'm still looking into it. Okay, so we finally got the banner. Tons to talk about. Finally. Alright, so... Oh, this was a... did I win this? I forget if I won this or not. I don't know. We'll see how this one goes. I lost a couple of matches. Just because I was, playing in a different environment. It's kind of weird. I don't know if it's a me thing, but I have a spot that I like to go and play my games. It's not a gaming room per se. It's more like it's just like a corner in the office, and I just go there and I sit. It's a really nice desk. It's quiet. It is quiet. I don't think I could play this Ether Raids with pressure, or I probably said that before. I'm not a high pressure guy. I don't perform well under pressure. I don't think I could play this if I'm being distracted, because I make a ton of mistakes. And I overlook things sometimes. It's always been a thing for me. Even growing up in high school doing math, a lot of the things that I get wrong are like simple things, like I'd forget to carry a 1, or I'd get the answer, but then instead of writing a 1, I write instead of like I'll get the answer and then forget to write one of the zeros, which is bad if you're in accounting. If you're in accounting, which is why I didn't choose that career path, because I knew I'd really mess that up, because you have to be very meticulous with the placement of your 1s and 0s and decimals when you're an accountant, and I am not that. I genuinely make mistakes. You could have a check. I could let me doing your accounting and maybe payroll, and your check should probably say like 2,700, and you end up with 27,000 because I added an additional couple of zeros, just because I made a mistake, and those mistakes are costly. I make a ton of mistakes, small mistakes, but they can add up depending on where these mistakes are made. So yeah, I like to have my little space, and I go there and I play, and it's just my zone, and it's good for me. So I was playing some of these games in a different setting, and there was this buzz of machinery, servers. Yeah, they were buzzing, they were humming, and man, it really ticked me off. It was very difficult for me to focus, and I think I made a ton of mistakes in a couple of the matches I played. I don't think all of them are going to be in here. You'll see them in an upcoming video, I guess. I don't think I have the time to add all of them into this particular segment, episode, video, whatever these are. But yeah, I made a ton of mistakes, and you'll see them. I'll probably highlight some of them when they do happen. But it looks like this one was a win. From where we are so far, it looks like it's been going pretty well. So this is probably not one of them. But all that to say, I've been tanking quite a bit. Oh, the banner, but I've been tanking quite a bit, and tanking is like really fun now. And I was saying that in conjunction with the old pervy man. Sometimes he can mess up your tanking strategies because he'll give you bonuses that you don't actually need. So you really gotta check which bonuses he has when you're setting up your team to Omni Tank, or setting up a unit to Omni Tank, because you could give your unit something that actually works against them. I've been like, +1 movement is one thing, and then they get hit because they already have the stall effect. Your unit ends up not being able to move, stuff like that. Assigned decoy, like I mentioned, magic save. That's another one that can throw you off. So you got to be careful with him, because he just takes everything. It's like there's no discrimination, which is pretty cool for an old guy who looks like he could swing that way. But yeah, no discrimination. This Micaiah also, I added her to the team just to have someone to help with cleansing penalties, and honestly, I've never really used Emblem Micaiah. It's so weird because ton of armored units. The armored meta is definitely heavy right now, but she just kind of fell under the radar. At least, like, I'm thinking, like, even Legendary Micaiah, she's a really good unit, and I actually used her quite a bit, and she is able to take out BK, but this Micaiah, the Emblem Micaiah, kind of feels like she fell under the radar. Maybe I just didn't put enough effort into trying to use her, but I feel like she should be better than what she is. Sometimes she just doesn't put out enough damage, and sometimes she just dies, and it's kind of weird. Like, I feel like Attune Micaiah had a bigger impact than this. When this Emblem Micaiah came out, I was thinking that this will be Attune Micaiah 2.0, but it really wasn't. And Attune Micaiah, if you remember, she was very good for a long time. So I really had that expectation of this Micaiah, and yeah, she's just not performing like well. Clearly, it's clear to see which old man is the better old man here, which is impressive actually, because I'd expect Athos to be able to one-shot this guy just with, Vantage, magic, effective damage. I'd expect Athos to have it, but old man wins, or the pervy one. GG's. Okay, here we go. Another match. Travis this time. I think this one... Yeah, I think this one is actually one of the losses. I think this was the one... Oh, yeah. I remember. This was the one that I messed up the placements because of the rally. So I was trying to rally and give the bonuses and stuff, and he has the Divine Nectar effect as well, copied.
Yes.
Which means that you lose... Well, he essentially uses that up. You don't want that to happen. You don't want him to have the Divine Nectar because he's already getting the...
Close your eyes.
Well, I gave him the Makai ring. I don't remember if I have it on in this situation, but I've given him the Makai ring and it doesn't really help much. But I feel like, you know, that's good for him, but you really want that smite. You want him to smite, but he can only rally up attack once. Once you do that, you can't rally up attack again because... Oh, can you? No, I've tried it. It doesn't work. So you can only do that once. And then he gets gravitied, of course, and then he's kind of just stuck there, and he doesn't offer anything. So you really just got to be careful with that. The problem, what happened here is that I wanted to tank this with Corrin. This is a really good defense. A lot of... Like, look at all these units, man. These are all very strong units. Very powerful. All pretty modern. Boulder is probably the exception here in the sense that she's not someone that you typically see on defense, but I wanted to see how Corrin would match up here. I needed the support from Seteth, of course, to at least help her win the speed check, and you'll see that I think it did play a part.
Yes.
I don't know, because, you know, you get additional flat damage reduction from Seteth as well. And I was actually also hoping for the Heimdallr effect to kick in the correct order. That would really help out, but it just didn't work out in the way that was in my favor. So, yeah, I wanted to move him out of the way, and I just messed up the positioning altogether. I wanted to use that swap there. I wanted Seteth to have the additional action from Divine Nectar, but it was already wasted on the rally from Old Man here, which was unfortunate because now Seteth is stuck in the range of Boulder, who has the Celica ring. The terrain effect from Corrin, you're hoping will, you know, try to cancel it out, but there's Camilla there who will override the terrain, so you're pretty much dead any way that you take it. Or at least Seteth is dead any way that you take it, so not much that I can really do in this situation, but hope that you know, something works out in my favor. That's what I pretty much did here, and it just didn't work. Oh, did rally again. Okay, never mind, I was wrong. You can rally again because of the chip damage, the one chip. But yeah, I just did not know where to put him, and this is how it ended up. Camilla comes down as well because there's just not enough terrain to prevent her from warping down, and she warps down, and that's just GG's, man. You can't really do much there. And also another thing, I think he makes Camilla stronger. Like, if you have an Omni tank and you're buffing them with Alfador, with all of the status effects, that kind of just plays into Camilla's hand because she gets infinity damage based off the number of bonuses that you have. So you kind of want to be careful with that. I wanted to see Camilla attack Corrin here to see if that was actually the case as well, but she went after a softer target where she was doing more damage. So we didn't get to see that, but it didn't matter anyway. It was already a loss in either case. A lot of things there that I thought would have probably been able to take out Corrin. Speed check from Freya as well.